Look, I get it. You think you're supporting American manufacturing. But the truth? 97% of people have no idea where their favorite brands actually come from. And number 7 on this list? It literally shocked me when I found out. I actually had to fact check it 3 times. But before we expose these brands, smash that like button if you've ever felt betrayed by a label. And subscribe, because by the end, you'll never shop the same way again. Number 10, Apple iPhones. Yeah, I know. Some of you already knew this. But here's what's really happening in 2025 that most people miss. Apple is a $3 trillion American company. And for years, almost every iPhone rolled out of massive Chinese factories run by Foxconn. That sleek, designed by Apple in California label, pure marketing genius. But here's the plot twist. In 2025, Apple is desperately trying to escape China. They're moving about 20% of production to India, with plans to make most US-bound iPhones there by 2026. But, and this is crucial, the supply chain's roots run deep in China. The components, the screens, the chips, still heavily dependent on the Chinese manufacturing ecosystem. They can move the assembly line, but they can't escape the foundation. And trust me, it gets more complicated as we go down this list. Keep watching. Number 9, American Girl dolls. These dolls sell for over $100 and scream American tradition. Parents buy them thinking they're supporting American values, right? Not quite. Owned by Mattel, most of these dolls are manufactured in China, specifically in massive facilities in Shenzhen. Sure, there's some customization work done in Wisconsin, but the real production? That's happening overseas. That premium price tag? You're paying for branding and nostalgia, not American craftsmanship. But hold on. Number 7 makes this look innocent. Stay with me. Number 8, American flag merchandise. This one still gets me. You know those American flags sold at 4th of July celebrations? The ones we wave at parades to celebrate our independence. Here's the irony. About 6% of American flags sold in the U.S. are still imported from China, especially the cheaper ones you grab at big box stores. Now, there's actually a bill in 2025 pushing for 100% U.S.-made flags for federal use. But walk into any store today, and there's still a decent chance your symbol of American independence wasn't made here. The irony writes itself. But we're just getting warmed up. Number 7 is coming. And trust me, you need to see it to believe it. By the way, quick question, how many of these products do you own? Drop a comment right now. I'm genuinely curious. And if you're still watching, drop a fire emoji below. Let's see who makes it to number 1. All right, here it is. Number 7, the one that legitimately blew my mind. New Balance sneakers. Wait, what? Aren't these the made in USA sneakers? The ones with American flags plastered all over their ads? The brand that markets itself on domestic manufacturing. Here's the twist. New Balance fights hard to maintain their Made in America image. And yes, they make about 25% of their shoes in U.S. factories. They've even opened new plants in Maine, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire as of 2025. But here's what they don't advertise. The majority of their sneakers, especially the ones you find at the mall, are made in China and Vietnam. Unless you're specifically buying from their premium Made in USA collection, which costs double, you're getting a Chinese or Vietnamese-made shoe wrapped in American marketing. It's genius marketing, but is it honest? You decide. Comment deceived if this shocks you. But wait, we're only at number 7. The next 3 will make you question everything about what you buy. Number 6, Barbie dolls. The most iconic American toy, created by Mattel in 1959. The doll that defined American girlhood for generations. For decades, every single Barbie came from China. But here's what changed in 2025. Mattel's finally diversifying. As of this year, less than 40% of Barbies come from China, down from 50% just last year. Now they're spreading production to Indonesia, Mexico, and other countries. But make no mistake, that $20 Barbie still costs about $1 to manufacture overseas. That American toy icon? She's a global citizen now, assembled far from home. We're in the final stretch. Number 5 is something you probably wore this week. Number 5, Converse Chuck Taylors. The All-American basketball shoe, right? Born in 1917. Worn by rock stars, rebels, basketball legends, and everyone in between for over a century. Plot twist. In 2001, production moved overseas to China and Indonesia. In 2003, Nike bought the brand. And today, they're manufactured across China, Vietnam, and Southeast Asia, but sold with that vintage American aesthetic and heritage story. You're paying for nostalgia and brand legacy. The actual shoe? That's being stitched together 7,000 miles away. Nostalgia sells, but authenticity? That's become optional. 3 more to go, and they get even more shocking. Number 4, Levi's jeans. The American jean, born during the 1850s gold rush. The uniform of cowboys, factory workers, rebels, and rock stars for over 150 years. In 2003, Levi's closed their last American factory. Today, nearly all Levi's are made in countries like China, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. You're paying $60 to $100 for jeans that cost about $10 to make overseas. The American heritage you're buying? It's a story now, not a place of origin. Top 3 coming up, and number 1 might literally be sitting in your kitchen right now. Number 3, Craftsman Tools. The trusted brand your grandfather swore by. The lifetime warranty. The American reliability. The tools that built America. Show vintage Craftsman ads, black and white factory footage. Craftsman used to be made in America by Sears. Rock-solid reputation for decades. But since 2017, they've been owned by Stanley Black & Decker, and most production moved overseas to China. But here's where it gets tragic. Stanley Black & Decker actually tried to bring Craftsman back home. In 2020, they built a $90 million factory in Fort Worth, Texas. Massive investment. Big PR campaign about Made in USA returning. It failed spectacularly. The factory shut down in 2023. Turns out, after outsourcing manufacturing for so long, we've arguably forgotten how to make these tools efficiently at home. The automated technology couldn't compete with Chinese manufacturing costs and efficiency. Now, most Craftsman tools are back to being made overseas. Some toolboxes and bits are still US made, but the bulk? China. The warranty's still good. The quality? Many say it's declined. Comment if you've noticed a difference. We're down to the final 2. And number 1, it affects every single person watching this. Number 2, basically all consumer electronics. Your laptop, your TV, your gaming console, your smart speaker, your tablet, your wireless earbuds. Doesn't matter if it says Dell, HP, Microsoft, Sony, Samsung, or LG. If it's electronic and consumer grade, there's a 95% chance major components came from China, even if final assembly happened elsewhere. Here's what people don't understand. Even when a laptop is assembled in Vietnam or assembled in Mexico to avoid tariffs, the chips, the screens, the batteries, the circuit boards, they usually start their life in China. China controls the entire supply chain for electronics components. Companies are trying to diversify. Apple to India, others to Vietnam. But it's like trying to move a mountain. The infrastructure, the specialized workforce, the component ecosystem, it took decades to build in China. Even if a company desperately wanted to completely move production tomorrow, they literally can't. Not quickly, anyway. We're talking years of transition. Which brings us to number 1. And this one affects every single person watching right now. Number 1. Generic store brand products. Every house brand you buy thinking you're getting a smart deal. Amazon Basics, Great Value, Kirkland Signature, Target's Good and Gather, Trader Joe's house brands. The vast majority comes from Chinese manufacturers. That phone charger? China. Kitchen gadget? China. Storage container? China. Basic t-shirt? China. Batteries? China. Cleaning supplies? Often China. Here's the kicker that'll blow your mind. These are often made in the exact same factories as the name brands, just with different packaging and labels. You're literally getting the same product at a fraction of the price, but with zero transparency about where it's from or who made it. The name brand phone charger for $20 and the Amazon Basics one for $7. Same factory, same workers, same materials, different logo. We've normalized it so much in 2025, we don't even check anymore. We just toss in the cart, swipe the card, and move on. And that's exactly what these companies are counting on. Look, I'm not saying never buy from China. That's completely unrealistic in 2025. Global supply chains are here to stay. But I am saying, know what you're buying. Don't be fooled by marketing that wraps foreign-made products in American flags and heritage stories. Read the labels. Ask questions. Make informed choices. If this video opened your eyes even a little bit, please hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to see this. And subscribe because next week, I'm exposing luxury brands doing the exact same thing, but charging 10 times more for it. Drop a comment telling me, which product shocked you most? And are you going to start checking labels from now on? Thanks for watching. Stay curious. Question everything. And I'll see you in the next one.